Safeguarding Our Pets, a complete care guide for the Super El Niño crisis. The global climate is entering an era of unprecedented volatility, driven by the arrival of a Super El Niño. This massive atmospheric anomaly forces dramatic shifts in world weather patterns, shattering all-time heat records in some regions while unleashing catastrophic storms and flash floods in others. While communities worldwide scramble to adapt infrastructure to these shifts, our domestic animals face a silent, terrifying vulnerability. Pets cannot interpret a meteorologist's warning, nor can they comprehend why the air feels suffocating or why the horizon is suddenly flashing with lightning. They depend entirely on human foresight to survive. To shield your pets from these rapidly mutating environmental risks, you must transform your daily routine into a structured strategy that addresses both extreme heat waves and severe storm threats. Super El Niño events trap massive amounts of warmth in the atmosphere, driving summer temperatures to dangerous new heights. When the heat spikes, human comfort rules no longer apply to animals. Dogs and cats do not sweat like humans. They rely primarily on panting to exchange hot air for cool air, which is a far less efficient cooling mechanism. To keep pets safe outdoors, veterinarians recommend utilizing the 150 rule. To calculate this, take the current outdoor Fahrenheit temperature and add the humidity percentage. If the combined number rises above 150, the air is too thick and hot for an animal to properly regulate its core body temperature. Under these conditions, physical activity should be strictly limited to air-conditioned indoor spaces. When outdoor exercise is necessary, timing and surface awareness are everything. Walk schedules must shift entirely to the coolest parts of the day, such as early morning or late evening. Before stepping onto the asphalt, use the Second Pavement Test. Press the back of a bare hand firmly onto the walkway. If it cannot be held there comfortably for 7 seconds, the ground is hot enough to instantly scorch and blister a pet's paws. In these scenarios, animals walk exclusively on grass or shaded dirt paths. Inside the home, pets require constant access to fresh, ice-cold water. Freezing low-sodium broth or pet-safe fruits into frozen treats can significantly help lower their core temperature. Additionally, exercise caution with grooming. While it is tempting to shave a thick-coated dog in hot weather, doing so actually strips away their natural defenses. A pet's coat layers act as vital insulation against environmental heat and protect their delicate skin from severe solar radiation and sunburn. Finally, never leave a pet inside a parked vehicle. Even with the windows cracked on a mild day, interior vehicle temperatures can skyrocket to a deadly 120 degrees Fahrenheit within minutes. A Super El Niño is not defined solely by extreme heat. In many geographic regions, it triggers the exact opposite: volatile atmospheric instability, historic downpours, and sudden flash flooding. When severe storms strike, the immediate dangers to domestic animals shift from heat exhaustion to physical trauma and severe psychological distress. Thunderstorms, high winds, and rising waters trigger severe survival anxiety in animals, frequently causing them to panic, break containment, and flee. Before storm fronts arrive, secure the property entirely. Inspect and reinforce fencing, lock yard gates, and ensure all unscreened windows are tightly shut. Inside the home, designate a safe zone, a quiet, windowless interior room where pets can retreat. Utilize calming pheromone diffusers, white noise machines, or veterinary-approved anxiety wraps to mute the sensory overload of the storm. If an area experiences flooding, pets must be kept away from the water at all costs. Floodwater is not just a drowning hazard. They are a highly toxic soup filled with raw sewage, chemical runoff, sharp physical debris, and infectious bacteria like leptospirosis. Never permit a pet to walk, wade, or swim in storm runoff. Once the weather clears, perform a rigorous sweep of the yard to clear away downed power lines, exposed nails, or contaminated puddles before letting animals outside. The final, most critical element of managing a Super El Niño event is proactive emergency preparedness. When a climate crisis forces an immediate evacuation, there is no time to gather supplies. Families must establish a dedicated grab-and-go pet emergency kit well in advance. This kit should contain a 7 to 10 day supply of the pet's specific food, bottled water, collapsible bowls, a manual can opener, and a backup supply of vital medications. Crucially, pet owners must maintain physical printed copies of medical records, specifically rabies vaccination certificates. If a crisis forces a family into an emergency boarding facility, a veterinary clinic, or a pet-friendly hotel, staff will require official proof of vaccination before admitting the animal. Lastly, double-check all methods of identification today. Ensure pet collars feature durable tags stamped with a current, reachable phone number. Most importantly, log online to verify that the pet's microchip registry profile is fully updated with current address and contact details. If an animal becomes separated from its family during the chaos of a natural disaster, an updated microchip remains their highest probability ticket back home. Super El Niño brings unpredictable threats, but with structured preparation, clear protocols, and a fortified home, pet owners can ensure their entire family makes it through the weather anomalies safely. Navigating a Super El Niño requires a shift from reactive care to proactive survival planning. The unpredictable nature of this climate event means that standard pet ownership routines are no longer enough to guarantee safety. By implementing strict safety metrics like the 150 rule, establishing a hardened indoor safe zone, and maintaining a fully stocked grab-and-go emergency kit, you eliminate the element of surprise that makes natural disasters so deadly for animals. Protecting our pets through this global climate crisis is a profound responsibility. But with structured preparation and vigilant awareness, you can ensure that every member of your family, especially the furry ones, emerges from the storm safe, healthy, and whole. Thank you for taking the time to educate yourself on keeping your pets safe during this global weather crisis. If you found these safety tips helpful and want to see more actionable guides on pet care and emergency preparedness, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update, and leave a comment below sharing how you are preparing your home for the upcoming season. Your engagement helps push this vital information to other pet owners who need to see it. Stay safe, and we will see you in the next video.